What's up, guys? I'm back, and I'm still blonde, and I'm still alive, so that's a good thing. But no, I just saw a I was gonna record a review for the Suicide Squad, which I just came back from. It's actually my second time seeing it, but I wanted to see it in theaters. So this is the first time that I saw it in theaters, and probably the last time because it wasn't that great. For movie review grade wise, I would probably give it probably like a C plus, maybe C plus. I mean, it's not terrible, right? But it's not great. It is an improvement from the last one. First of all, before I go any further, this movie was released by Warner Brothers, and it was directed by James Gunn, who actually directed two Marvel movies prior to this. He did both the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. The first one, which I really liked a lot, when the second one, not so much. But with this one, this is actually his first time directing a movie for, I guess, set like in like the DC universe. So there's that. Okay, so let's dive right into this review then. So basically, this movie is about sort of a bunch of criminals that are sprung from prison, or basically, they're sort of deemed expendable or whatever because they're criminals and they're all serving, I guess, really long sentences or whatever. So they're plucked by, Amanda Waller, who's played by Viola Davis, who, is in charge of this quote unquote sort of suicide squad slash expendables kind of program. And she basically uses them to kind of do her dirty work and, take care of, like sort of these world ending, or not quite, but kind of like world ending situations. So yeah. So I don't know. I mean, like when I was kind of looking forward to this project a little bit more, because I actually kind of enjoyed the last Suicide Squad movie, even though it was very, very different, very tonally different from this one. And so yeah, it's very. I mean, obviously it would be because it's directed by a completely different director, and they're going in an entirely new, different direction. For instance, this one is rated R, as opposed to the last one, which is PG-13, and so this one is a lot more violence, a lot more blood and gore, some sexual content, even though there's no. Well, actually, yeah, there actually is like full frontal male nudity, which it's just whatever, I guess, for people who are into that. But yeah, so it's there, and so yeah. So basically, but like one thing, it's just like for me, I couldn't really get into it because it wasn't I don't know, it wasn't that great. Like I liked it the first time. The second time I was like, no, I'm not really a fan of this like movie or whatever. It was very, yeah. There's a lot of blood and gore and stuff in it, but it's not, it's not as fun or whatever. Like it takes itself a little bit more seriously. There's some crude humor here and there. But in the end, it's an okay passable way to spend a couple hours or so, if you're just looking to, you know pass a couple of hours by. Um, so this movie stars Idris Elba, Margot Robbie, Viola Davis, John Cena. Let's see, Joel Kinnaman, and then some other people whose names escape me right now. But basically, it's very, yeah. So, like I said, a lot of blood and gore, a lot of swearing, you know. But No, I won't give any spoilers, but I will say that it's just, I mean, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I also checked out the box office. Apparently, it didn't even do that well. It didn't even crack 30 million, which is really embarrassing, especially when you consider the original Suicide Squad made like 134 million opening weekend. But again, that was like pre-COVID or whatever. So that's I guess a different story. But yeah, yeah. Just again, sort of, I would say that they definitely improved on certain things from the original. Like for instance, Rick Flag, who I was really forgettable in the original. He was kind of just like the straight guy, or like the really boring kind of vanilla type of guy. He gets a little bit more to do here, a little bit more characterization. So I won't say what, spoiler alert, whatever, what happens. But he's basically, yeah. I definitely appreciated, the writing and direction on his character more this time. Like I said, Idris Elba, I thought did a really good job. I thought he did a good job as Bloodsport, who is basically for all intents and purposes sort of the stand-in or substitute for Will Smith, who played Deadshot in the original one, and he did not come back for this one. So, completely different character, completely different actor, but you can pretty much tell they it was supposed to be Will Smith, or it was basically like a substitute for him. But I thought Idris Elba did a really good job in it. Margot Robbie. It's not a spoiler, but I will say that she's not in this movie as much as you think, and her role is sort of cut back a little bit, especially compared to the first one. She's not bad or anything like that. I honestly, like, throughout all these movies, even though I haven't loved the Suicide Squad or Birds of Prey, I will say that Margot Robbie does a great job in all of them. I think she does a good job as Harley Quinn. So even though it's kind of weird because in like all these movies, she's never really with the Joker, and it's not a spoiler alert, but the Joker is not in this movie. So he's not even mentioned, nothing like that. So it's another Jokerless Harley Quinn type of flick or whatever. Which is weird, but anyway, so and then you have King Shark. Now I will say this again, it's not spoilers, but you might want to lower your expectations when it comes to this character because he's kind of useless. Like, he's funny, he looks cool, the CGI is pretty cool, but at the same time, in the end, it's kind of like, why was he even there? You know what I mean? I feel like they just kind of needed like that kind of, kind of like Groot / Rocket Raccoon type of character, and they basically just plopped King Shark in there for whatever reason. But in the end, he doesn't really do a whole lot. So so that sucks. Especially when you consider that they got Sylvester Stallone to play him. He kind of got wasted in this movie. And then what was I gonna say? Viola Davis is great in everything that she does. I mean, seriously, that woman could read like the fucking phone book, and it would be awesome. I don't understand why that woman doesn't have more Oscars, but yeah, she's great in this movie too. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I don't want to drag this out too long or anything like that, but grade wise, like I said, I'd probably give it a C. Probably wasn't that great. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't that great either. It was just kind of there. I guess I kind of expected more. From this movie, especially from a James Gunn or whatever. But yeah. So I guess that's my review of the Suicide Squad. It's in theaters right now, and it's also on HBO Max, or HBO Plus, or whatever they call it. So yeah, I think HBO Max. Yeah. So check it out if you want to. And that's my review of it. I think there's some more movies coming out this month, so I'll go check them out for you guys and let you know what I think of them. But if you made it to end this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out all my other videos. Again, I want to stress that I'm okay. I didn't do anything. Obviously, I didn't hurt or kill myself, so I'm fine. But just letting you know that this channel will continue to deliver new content and all that stuff. And if you guys want to see like other stuff in terms of like content, new, all that stuff, so let me know, comment below or whatever. And yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it, y'all. So I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah, take care.